Hello, hello, it's seemownay with a process video of week 15 for Project Life 2018, I think. Now this video is starting out really great. Um, when I had, I went on a big break, scrapbooking or doing Project Life during the summer because I just didn't have the time. And since I didn't have any design team commitments that pertained to this Project Life, this was one of the first things that had to go while my kids were on break. What I did before I just like maybe a week or 2 weeks before I went on that break or Project Life hiatus was I took out all of my photos and put them where I thought they would go. I cut them apart and I picked cards for the photos and made like a tiny kit to work with. The way I pick my cards is usually always the same recipe that I follow. I pull out my photos, I look at them, and then I take the most dominant colors and base my card or the color choices for my cards on that. And as you can see, my husband in this really bright blue and orange pants sticks out most of the out of this these photos. I often, when I choose my Project Life photos, I don't choose them based on their beauty. I try to represent what we did that week or what stuck out to me most, the little moments in between, like my son arting in the bottom left, or my son adding not bleach, oxy stuff to his baseball pants after a game. Um, that's the things that I photograph or pick for Project Life. I also photograph beautiful flowers, blue skies, and I try to bring them into my Project Life as well. But that's not what my Project Life is about. My Project Life is about our life, and most of my pictures tend to be quite dark. So I usually don't really go for dark cards, and that's why so blah blah blah. Back to the color choices for my photos. For my cards, I go off of the most dominant colors, then I pick my cards. I try to use lighter cards. I don't really pick black cards or brown cards, stuff like that, only if I have really light photos. And then I pick my alpha stickers if I use them. Usually I love using alpha stickers, but and I love these Evolicious stickers, but there's no numbers on them, and that is the they come in the Coco Daisy kits and I love them to pieces, but that's the thing I don't like about them, because I always have to choose something to create my title card with. I don't know why I actually add week numbers. It's just I did this without questioning it the first year I started it, which was right in the middle of 2014. And then when I started 2015, I didn't think about that either. And once I started thinking about it and questioning why I actually did it, I was so used to it, and those week numbers helped me recognize what part of the year we are in. They had gotten some meaning that maybe week numbers don't have to regular people who don't do Project Life on a weekly basis and don't number their weeks. That was just so now I'm used to them. I need them on the page because without the numbers it isn't complete. which leads me to the next problem. I need numbers in my stickers because I need them to create my title card, which some people don't even use title cards. I do. That's a choice. I love that because I love this teeny tiny bit of art that I can create without um yeah, taking or having to um base my design on a picture. So that is what I love it and I need it and I want it, and so it's there. That's my reason for a title card. Then I realized I purchased just recently this narrow alpha stamp set from Videocraft. And I have to say, after this binge processing of 4 weeks in my project life, this is my new favorite stamp set ever. Um, and and also, you know me, I am the messiest stamper ever. So I just stamped the 15 and my date, and I was able to smear it all over because I probably got ink on my finger. So there. Now, what else? I picked the circular week numbers die cut and decided that I would go with a circle theme. My son has a plate on his lap there. You can't really, well, I can't really see it. I hope you can. Um, which also helped decide for a circular theme. And I can't even say circular anymore. So I went through my die cuts and picked out all the circles. I have this circle acetate circles die cuts from an Ali Edwards Day in the Life kit or Week in the Life kit. I think it's the Day in the Life kit. And I have to tell you, I hate them. And as I'm saying this right now, I think I need to go back and into my die cuts and just purge them because they do not, they are not readable if you place them on pattern paper. You need a white background for them to show through. It's okay if I embellish a, a photo with it just as some added bits of texture, but that's not my main goal here. Um, I I just I just need to realize and admit they're not for me. Purge them, get them out of the way, um, so I don't have to struggle through trying to use them all the time. So as you can see on my left, I have several circles, and I really liked this yellow one. But again, as I said, it wouldn't even, there is text on it, and you wouldn't be able to read it if it was just placed on the photo. So I decide, since I cut the circle art happens out of this um, project life card, there's still white cardstock left, so why don't I just staple it to this white background and then add it to the card. But it's just so big and heavy and it doesn't work. And I try for a very long time to make it work, but you will see it won't end up on my spread in the end. I also decided to use my stapler, and since I often forget that this is another way of adding texture and bits to my spreads, so I add it everywhere because when I remember, I'll just use it all the time. I'm still shuffling things around. I decided that this, my husband running into the spread instead of off the page, I like that much better. And so maybe now the yellow circle will work. And I actually even add glue to the back. But then I decide, nope, nope, it takes away. I want my husband to be seen. and it's not working. And I remember why I chose the circle theme, because there is this cut of circle from that card, and I think that is from a Cocoa Daisy kit, the yellow strap one. And that is what helped me then make the decision to add a circle that is cut off again. And now this circle really works on that photo. I don't know what took me so long. Maybe the reason is because I don't normally use circles on my layouts, which is, I'm not even really sure if that's true. I will need to go back and look at my Project Life spreads. I think I don't use them very often, but maybe I'm totally wrong with that. I'm adding my journaling to this card now, or I'm actually starting to add journaling where I know what I want to say. And that is something that is really hard for me at the moment, because I know how much space I want to fill. And then I start writing, because sometimes what I want to say is a lot less, but I think, or I want to fill this whole space, and then I start to just write BS onto those pages, which then I think, well, this is not authentic. And as you heard me say before, I'm not choosing pretty pictures because I want to be authentic on my pages, but then I add writing because it's part of the design and I don't really know what to say. Does that make sense? Which, again, if you have been watching my Process Life Project Life process videos for a long time, you know that I said that before. And I think what I need to do is turn off the camera, think about what I want to write, and either not journal on camera and come back and share the cards with you after I'm done journaling, or to just take the time and think about my journaling more before I start writing. I don't know if you have that problem. Maybe that's just a problem of those people who record their processes, because I don't feel rushed, but I also don't want to pause or sit there doing nothing too often. It's harder processing time, editing time, cutting out, finding all of those gaps, and then cutting them out. It's what probably is the problem here. Now I'm done with the basic layout. I'm always thinking, or I always wanted to add something to the white space, or dark white space on the top right corner of that photo with my son. But I can't really find. I was thinking about journaling, but then I journaled on the card next to it, and I don't have anything more to say. So I'm wondering, what could I add here? And then I decide I'm just going to add this word strip. And I have to say, even though I really love the way Pinkfresh Studio often does, well, that was a sticker set from Pinkfresh Studio. Let's start from the back here. They fall apart, they cut through, the cardstock stickers do not come off, and if they come off, the sticky part doesn't. It drives me crazy, and I decided after this series of spreads that I created with these die cuts and embellishments, that I'm just going to get rid of them. I'm done with being annoyed by stickers that don't come off of their packaging. Now I'm going through all of my tiny or little stamp sets that are 3x4 or smaller, looking for a phrase that I could add to this food card. It is from this Day in the Life kit from Ellie Edwards, and I was able to add this circular die cut here as well. And now I'm going crazy with my stapler, and I decide I'm done. This is my spread. I really love how it turned out, even though I struggled sometimes through it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I will see you next time with my next week. If you love Project Life process videos, there's a couple more on screen right now. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you next time. Bye!